We are going to have an international Burn a Quran Day.
But violence and being disrespectful to each other is not part of why America was formed.
There's been an increased or a heightened sense of hostility, a little bit more head shaking and even direct words.
You want to be a Muslim, be here in America and be an American? I'd say welcome to it. Okay. But don't come here and try to do something that you did in another country and think you're going to live here. I'd kick them all out that thought that.
I think that's true that a lot of Americans are fearful, but it's usually because we're fearful of things that we don't know much about or things that we can't readily relate to. And I think that's certainly true with Islam.
If people would spend some time and get to know their Muslim colleagues or neighbors, learn a little bit about Islam, they'll realize that, just because of acts of a few individuals, you cannot use a broad brush and paint the entire faith.
American Muslims have an opportunity now to rise to the challenge and educate our fellow Americans. So this is like a very positive opportunity for us. And it's really nice that you're just even taking this interview because we want to get our voices out and there's a lot we want to say, but the media is not always highlighting the mainstream or the majority of Muslims who are right there in the middle. A lot of times the stories on either side, the extreme stories are being covered, like the Quran burnings and then terrorist attacks.
There's a lot that happens underneath the headlines, and that it's not necessarily indicative of the way everyone thinks. So even though the pastor burning, or saying that he's going to burn the Quran in Florida is getting a lot of attention and he has people who support him, it's a really minuscule number of people who actually support him.
That's ignorant. That's another culture's religion. And I think if you put the shoe on another foot, how would we feel, or how would he feel if people were burning Bibles?
I've seen interviews with the man on television, and he's admitted to not even having ever read the Quran, and I wonder if he's really read the whole Bible, because if he did, I doubt that he would be doing what he's doing.
So I think, this kind of hate and fear-mongering is fundamentally against America's basic freedoms of liberty, freedom of religion, and justice, because it is scapegoating an entire community.
And the people who should support the building of the mosque or the community center in New York, the people who should speak out against the Quran burning in Florida, we should be more forceful about that and realize that, okay, sure, somebody has the right to say horrible things, but we also have the right to protest what they're doing as well.
I just think everybody should celebrate the diversity of America. Christian, Jews, Muslims, Buddhism, Scientology.
Being a Muslim helps me be a better American, because it tells me to go out to do good, to contribute to society, to be proactive. And so I teach that to my children. Charity. I mean, we live in a volunteer society. America's founded on that. I mean, it's always made us a strong nation, and that's something that's very much a part of the fabric of the American Muslim community.